Okay, thank you for visiting us here at hockeyus.com. Another product that we'd like to show you this evening is the Thermablade that's been out. I'm sure that everybody's seen this in their store, and I've kind of examined it and asked a lot of questions about it, but I don't know if a lot of people have explained exactly what this blade does. I actually had the privilege to skating on a set of these, and really liked them. They didn't make me any faster. Didn't make me a player that would skate around everybody else, but I tell you, a lot less fatigue. Especially at the very end of the game, third period, when the ice gets real choppy. This actually does make it feel like it's a little smoother. A couple things that I want to go over here with you is of course this clear chassis is not available in clear. This is just a demo, so we can show you the inner workings of this skate. As you'll notice, there's a battery pack here that they've actually slimmed down for this year. They actually took them back and retooled this whole product over and over again. You can replace the blade just like a regular Bauer LS2 or a Graf NT3000. It's got your little latch right in here, and then also there's a screw here in the back, right in this area here, that you would take off, and as you can see, the bolt runs down and through here, and that's how you would drop it out and replace it. This skate here has a really couple cool features to it. It actually has a sensor. It's right here on my fingertip, and again around on the other side on that other end of the skate. And what you basically do is you place your fingers. You don't have to squeeze. You just touch, and that actually turns and activates the Thermablade on. What this does is this heats up to about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And for a lot of people out there that don't know, basically how an ice skate works is friction. That's the reason why we slide on the ice, is because as you're going along, the blade is heating up friction on the ice, believe it or not, because it is cold, and creates a water barrier down here that you kind of semi-hydroplane on. The only reason why you don't slip and fall all over the place is because you do have two sharp edges. And what this does, heats up to 40 degrees and more or less creates a thicker layer of water underneath here, so there's less drag, so less fatigue, less drag, less injuries, because you're really not biting in the ice. And it does preserve the ice a little bit better, because as you're melting the ice down with any heat, of course it's water, and it's going to freeze again when when the ice basically freezes back over. What happens is there's a little computer chip that's in here, and Thermablade calls it the Thermmeister. And basically what this does is when you're sitting on a bench and you activate this and you go out on the ice, more or less kicks on as soon as it senses that you are on the ice, and heats up to 40 degrees. So to save battery time, when you come off the ice and you're sitting on the bench, the Thermmeister again goes into standby mode because it senses that it's not on ice. This way, again, it preserves the battery. If you take a look here, this is a little rubber grommet that they have. This little rubber grommet here is where you would plug your recharger. These batteries are fully rechargeable, so there's two chargers that you actually plug into the wall. Actually, it's one charger, but two wires that come out of there, and you plug it into here, and generally recharges the battery. In most cases, it's about an hour. Again, when you want to turn it on, you actually just take your fingers and hold it there, and it turns on. And when you want to turn it off, that's the reason why I turned off, because I had my fingers on here for a couple seconds. It turns off again. This product is actually worth taking a look at. The prices of these last year used to go for around $399.99, and Thermablade took them back, retooled the Thermmeister, retooled where the port was where you had to recharge these. It used to be in the back before. The rivet is still there, but basically what they did was they bypassed that and went with a much better charging system in here, and they marked them down. Now it's known most retailers it should be around $299.99, so it's about $100 less in comparison to most blades, which do go for around $125 and up, depending on where you live and what your retailer gets. This isn't far off from really what you're spending for a set of Lightspeed Powers or Graf NT3000 blades. So it actually might be worth for a bunch of guys to try out. You might really like this blade. This is the new and improved version of the Thermablade that we're able to bring you this evening. We'd invite some comments that you guys might have. And again, Thermablade, brand new for this year. Again, here at hockeyus.com. Thank you.